And it is time to officially start today's daily. So it is of the War of the Frames. And today we sort of have like two topics. One of which is I am so insanely tired. Now I'm just talking about like mentally, I'm talking about physically, I'm talking about all of it. All of it. I want to sleep. But I'm not going to. I want to rest. But I'm not going to. There's so many things that I want to be doing and just not enough time to do anything. There's not enough time in the world for me to fulfill all of the goals that I have. Nah, I think they're all attainable, but still. But like I have just been super tired for a while now, just because of just the way life's going, man. It's stinking tired. What the flip?
To a terminal and prepare for enemy resistance. Override successful. Let's get going.
But like last night I didn't really sleep all that long. But that's not like really what I would consider like that big of a deal. Just, you know, with me closing and everything, it's not like I don't already somewhat expect it. But at the same time, it's still just like it takes a toll. So just like constantly having to deal with it is not exactly like the best for me. I'm also tired because I just stinking mowed the lawn. Because where I lived, it got out of winter. There's no more rain and everything. It has rained the last few days. So my family was like, hey, make yourself useful and go mow the lawn. Originally I was like, no, I don't want to. But, you know, after a little bit of convincing, they, yeah. Excuse me, game. So, because of that, like, I am a bit more tired than, you know, like what I usually be. I'm flipping sweaty and tired, and it's not a good combo. Not a good combo. Nope. One of you guys can get him. But just like the fact that all of this happened, it's just really put me into a really like tired state. I'm making it worse than like what it really is, but I just feel super tired. I just feel it. I feel it in my bones. And because of that, as I said, like I am making it out like worse than what it needs to be. Especially with just like believing that I'm tired and everything and not just like trying to work against it. I'm just like straight up going like, oh my god, I could pass out at any moment. It's kind of like my mentality right now, which is not something you want to have. But yeah. I just really don't know what to do about it because, like, I try to get a good amount of sleep and everything, but, you know, just, like, when work comes up and so on and so forth. Last night, I talked for so long with my one friend for, like, whatever reason after we closed, which this is, like, the main reason why I am tired and why I stayed up as late as I did. Right after we closed, me and my other friend that was closing with me at the time, we just sat around and talked for, like, a good 30, 40 minutes. It was a little stupid. And in retrospect, neither of us should have done. But, you know, it happens. Especially because, like, he has to do a lot and everything, too. Like, he needs to wake up early and everything, and so on and so forth.
Location reached. Drop me in and defend our position.
And I woke up earlier than what I wanted to because usually I wake up at 11:30 on weekends, you know, because I go to bed at around like 3:30. So because of that, I was saying, like, I usually wake up at 11:30, and that's usually the extent of it. But today my phone went off only like 30 minutes only at like 30 because or at 11 because last week I had to get up early, and because of that I did that. I got up early. I set my alarm for only like 11, and I had to be somewhere at like 12 something. Now, yeah, I know that's not super early, but like at the same time, it's like it's just earlier than what I'm used to. And honestly, like if you get in a schedule like this, it's very hard to like get out of it. Honestly, like once you get used to something well enough, it is a bit of a change to change. It's a bit of a difficulty to change, not a change to change. The odds were not against us. I don't think the odds have ever been against us. But that's like just like the first part is just I am super tired, and yet I work again tonight. I close tonight, and the stream tonight's gonna be a bit weird because I'm not gonna be able to start it till after 3 because of something I'm doing with friends, and also because I want to work on a assignment. You little. Also, yeah, because I need to work on a assignment for a class up until I have to leave because my friends want to do something. So, yeah, there's that, and that's not going to be any fun. But, you know, it's whatever. It's just the end of the school year. Or the end of this semester. It's always going to be difficult because this is when the teachers are always trying to like finish everything up. Everything that they started needs to come to a grinding halt. And because of this, it's just like the way it is. So I've kind of like I already expected it and everything, but it's taking its toll on me. Like last end of semester was a lot better. I've only been in for 1 year, though. This is going to be my second semester, but just last semester went a lot better than this one, and in some degrees. Not like everything went better, but, you know, there are the things here and there that you could definitely say went better towards, like, the end, anyway. The beginning was a lot rougher, though, but at the same time, it was, like, my first semester, so I didn't really expect everything to go hunky-dory, but at the same time, like, it was rough.
We've been locked out. Let's override the security.
And just being the way it was, it's just been a bit of a challenge. But I have finished a lot of my homework for other classes. It's just mainly just like the few things I have left are just killer that just seem to never go away. And it's very just aggravating and tedious. Well, that's why I'm like streaming later today anyway, though. It's not I'm still going to be streaming in general. That's just it's just what's going to be happening for today. Or still going to be streaming in general. But yeah. What else could I say? What the flip is this? I'm assuming that's something from the new frame. And hey, we both have an optic core. Where'd the thing go? Did someone break a window? Is the audio just glitching out? No, someone broke a window. Yep, there's closing now.
Override complete. Move on.
Okay, but just the end of the school year is murdering me, and it's making my tiredness worse as well. But what else is there? Why am I slow? There's also just like the general fact. Okay, and the other thing I wanted to talk about, actually, not like the general fact. I don't know why I was going in that direction. Is the construction that has been going on around my house. Just the topic is construction in general. Now, it's not anything like major, but it's just like it's woken me up, and it's annoyed me the last couple of days too, because just these people that we've hired to come and like fix up the house type deal and mess with things here and there have annoyed me a decent amount. And have just like made a lot of noise. Like this morning, this stinking dude was hammering something while I was trying to sleep. And like, I understand, you know, you have your job and so on and so forth, but like, for goodness sake, just let me sleep. Like, you're another one of the reasons why I'm so tired. And just, oh man. So I just wish that that would go better. Hey, I like how that actually gives me a shield. And just with this construction in general, this group is they're pretty meh. Like my dad and my mom were talking about it, like the first day they did any construction work. Well, not like, as I said, like it's not anything major. It's just kind of like remodeling a specific room, and still like it's nothing major. But yeah, back to what I was saying. They're not the most adequate group in the world. Like this is without a doubt for certain, because just like, okay then, just the things they have done, the stupidity of a few of the things is just kind of like mind-boggling. Because like the first day we actually supplied them with like trash bags and so on and so forth of where to put things, and then they like legitimately forgot their power tools.
Well done.
And
I'll get to extraction.
I just kind of like stared once my parents told me that, like, how do you forget your power tools? Of everything you can possibly forget, power tools. No, you don't. I like how this thing can shoot through doors. And just yeah, they're definitely not the most adequate group in the world, that is for sure. But you know, at least they're getting their job done, and it may not be perfect, but at least it is getting done and everything. So, you know, whatever, I guess, to an extent. Now if they start like breaking things, so on and so forth. I looked at my dad the one day and I said, what would you do if one of them just like tripped and elbowed through the wall? Like their elbow went through this wall into the other room. Because our bathrooms are like side by side in our house, and we already remodeled the other one earlier this year, or technically it was last year. And then we just now got this one remodeled. And then we're also messing with some doors and other things in other parts of the house, like replacing the doors, changing the color, so on and so forth. But yeah. But if one of them just like punched through the wall into the other bathroom, I looked at my dad and I said, like, what would you do if this happened? And he just kind of like chuckled. Didn't really want to respond. He's just like, well, I'd probably murder them, but yeah, but they would need to, like, you know, pay for the repairs and everything. But nonetheless, just like having them do that would definitely send my dad into a lot of anger, or at least a reasonable amount. I'm much more like laid back to that type of stuff, and I would have been like, well, whoop-de-doo, whoop-de-dee-dong. Make sure you repair that wall. If you don't repair it properly, then I'll sue you.
Their newest animal-like proxy is an unrelenting hunter. Codenamed Hyena, this robot is designed to work in packs. The assassination
Like
target is
hyenas.
nearby. Seek and destroy. Our operatives have identified at least 4 different variations of the Hyena model, each with a different specialization and arsenal of attacks. You're on the sensors now. You've been detected.
Oh, son of a... How are these people dying? Like, I've never really understood. Just like how. Like, I understand I am Nidus, and he's one of the few frames that has health regen. Actually, he's the only frame that has health regen. But at the same time, like, you shouldn't die that fast unless you just blatantly get bursted.
Looks like heavy activity ahead. Assassination target is here.
I don't know why I did that. Whew. I think it's funny how these bosses are like, the mechanic of this boss is just fight 4 bosses at the same time.
We've been locked out. Let's override the security.
Seriously, all go down, guys? What gun is that? I've never seen that before. Why is it not letting me revive him? Son of a... All that's left is a single one. I always forget that these things can jump the walls. But yeah, as I was saying, like, just having this construction here has put a damper on my mood.
Target down. Assassination contract complete. Great work, Tenno.
What the heck is that weapon?
Override complete. Move on.
Ow. Ugh. Yeah, just make sure in the future you always are well aware of who's doing construction on your property. Because you don't want to be stuck with some stupidos. I wouldn't exactly say we're stuck with stupidos, but I wouldn't call them the brightest people in the world.
They've brought in reinforcements. Alberta.
Are they all the new frame? I think they are. Oh, Jesus. Like, I understand they brought in reinforcements of Bursa, but that don't mean blow me the flip up. What is this guy doing? Okay, but whatever. This is about to be the end of today's daily. So thank you all very much for watching today's daily. If you have any comments that you want to leave whatsoever, I will get back to you as soon as I flippin' can. I might not be able to get back right away on everything, but if I ever see the comment, because I do try to check daily.
Let's get out of here.
Oh, good, a melee, never mind. I do try to check daily, like to see if there's any new messages that I have at all. Then I will get back to you as soon as I see it, but, you know, there are some times that I miss it. There are some times that YouTube itself, like, puts it into a different category for whatever reason. I can't see it. At first, anyway. But, yeah, with that, I am going to be bidding you all adieu. Oh, great.
I have not read them.
Dissolve. There. But, yeah, with that, I am going to be bidding you all adieu. I hope to see you all next time, and I'm going to bid you all adieu. Goodbye!